Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Before we begin, I have to say a huge thank you to Matthew for going out in person and snapping these awesome pics. Show Matthew some love in the comments below. Without him, this video literally wouldn't be possible. If you are looking to pre-order your very own Spider-Man 2099 for some reason, he is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They have pay in 4 and a loyalty program. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new review or figure preview video goes live on the channel. Now, YouTube says that I cannot swear within the first 7 seconds of a video. This time was very hard for me because this figure is a fucking disaster. It is one of the worst Hot Toys I have ever seen, and I cannot wait to rip into it. We will in just a second, or I will, I should say. You might like it, I don't know. It does come with multiple webs. These web effects I have no problem with. They look awesome. You've got multiple different angles going on. I particularly like the white to yellow to orange to red heat treatment on the end of the webs. Just a nice detail. You get some closed fists and some open palm hands with the long frickin' talons for nails. Claws, if you will. And that works perfectly for Spider-Man 2099. I do wish he would come with more stuff. Some of it is on the figure and we'll discuss that in just a second. He does have an unmasked Miguel head sculpt. Looks like the animation model. I don't think there's any skin texture. The eyes are red. The expression is angry. That was pretty much his expression throughout the entire film, so on point. I do like the little strand of hair coming down the front. It adds some depth to an otherwise very 2D looking head sculpt. It's flat by design. The animation style is flat. It needs to look like this. You also have this light up paint thing. If you shine a UV torch at it, it will glow. Who's doing that, I'm not sure. The display base says Spider-Man 2099 on the front in comic book style font, and up top, the 2099 logo, and it does say Across the Spider-Verse. Once again, no complaints with the base. Okay, brilliant! We can start talking about this absolute train wreck. What the fuck are you doing, Hot Toys? This thing, what the hell is this? It's like a Mondo and like a supersized Figuarts, but worse in every possible way. All the joints are visible, you can see pins, and it doesn't even articulate that well. We'll get into what that means in just a second. There's not a lot of texture on the surface, it's very smooth. And if you do go crazy with the posing, let's just say, okay, the joints are exposed now. It can be posed all kinds of crazy. No. Have you ever tried to pose a Mondo figure that's done in a matte finish? When you bend the knee or the arms and it collides with other pieces of plastic, the matte gets marred up very quickly and it turns glossy and it looks terrible. You can literally see that on the inside of his thigh. There's a glossy mark there. So it's not even done for crazy range of motion. You will scuff this thing up and it will look disgusting. This is just a huge no for me. The joints aren't even sculpted well. I've seen Hot Toys do visible joints. This, you can see it. The paint is peeling, it's bubbling. That rubbery piece above his thighs that would bend and flex as you bend his legs up, it's cracking, and if you left his legs up permanently for a long period of time and you bent them back down, just like a McFarlane Flash, in the box, you'd bend the legs down and the diaper piece, it would be deformed and you would not be able to get it to look as good as it did originally. If you can even say it looked good originally. I'm just going through my mental checklist of reasons people said that this thing could work. Okay, price. People said that if this was cheap, if it was $150, okay, then I'd buy it. It's $50 too expensive, or whatever the heck this price is. No. For those of you who don't know, the most expensive thing about figure production is the molding of the body. Making fabric suits, that's the cheapest part. So when I see people saying, well, there's no suit on it, it should be cheaper, actually, that's completely opposite to how it works. The body is sculpted and individual pieces in steel molds. That's what costs money. So having this guy cheaper, it was never going to be an option. The body, the proportions, look good. Hot Toys. Just put a fucking suit on this thing, and then it's done. Then it can be a proper Spider-Man 2099. When you pose this guy up alongside Gwen, and Miles and whoever the heck else you have from the Spider-Verse, it's going to look so out of place and it's going to make your collection look so disjointed. Speaking of disjointed, look at that elbow. You can see two pieces of plastic fused together and no detail on the elbow joint. There's printed texture on the bicep and on the forearm, but not the elbow. Yeah, no need to put printed detail on the elbow. Hot Toys, I agree. If you want it to look as terrible as possible, job done. There's also no sculpted texture on the surface of the suit. Even SH Figuarts did sculpted texture and it looks better than this Hot Toys 2099. If you couldn't already tell, I'm really pissed. I loved 2099 in the film. Miguel was awesome. And I wanted a Hot Toys version of this character. So what he comes with a backdrop? So what he comes with the web cape that looks cool and it's translucent? You can't pose this thing, because it's going to scuff up and look damaged and nasty. Also, when you do move the joints, the spider logo is out of alignment, and the neck looks all kinds of weird, and you've got gaps everywhere, so that's just off the table. If you do pose it, it looks worse than just standing there. I'm just sad at the end of this video. I told you, I was excited to get a 2099 Spidey. Not like this. Never like this. Hot Toys, you are getting way too bold. I saw your Dark Flash. Don't do stuff like this in the future. Put suits on your figures. That's what you are known for. Imagine Apple selling an iPhone with Android on it. It's not what you want. You're not buying an iPhone for Android. You want iOS. You want Hot Toys for the realism. You want it for the fabric suit. And you don't want any exposed joints. One or two here and there if they absolutely cannot do without it, I understand. The entire figure? Nuh-uh. I also heard someone say that, what do you want? This is exactly accurate to the film. No, I saw the film twice, and I don't remember Spidey 2099 having joints all over him. This should be ripped directly from the film. That's Hot Toys' mandate. That character in your display as realistic as possible. Articulation, that comes secondary. I'm sorry if you don't like that. That's what Hot Toys is all about. Realism first, posability, accessories, all of that stuff secondary. Because everyone else, they have their thing. Amazing Yamaguchi, articulation, that is their focus. Mondo, they want to give you big, chunky action figures with exposed joints. That is their focus. So if Hot Toys starts dipping their toes into other people's, other companies' ponds, I can't say that that's a path I'm going to be following them down. I will get this just for review, and immediately after the review is done, I'm going to move this son of a bitch on, because it is nasty. I apologize if I've ranted too much, if I sound unhinged. I don't mean to. I'm just very, very frustrated with this whole situation. If you are looking to pre-order it, once again, for some reason, he is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.